Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Nevolution Nerd. All right, in this video, I'm going to do a discussion over is Godzilla a jerk or is he just like a misunderstood predator? Basically, just doing predator things. But there was a discussion going on with D-Man. I like to follow him. He's been doing Godzilla videos for a long time, and he was having a discussion over this. And I kind of want to piggyback off him. I know he said there's been a lot of stuff going on with Godzilla. People don't like the way he's portrayed and stuff, and I really don't like it either. The way he's been portrayed lately, especially in the new movies. And the way the Monsterverse has kind of gone, they've kind of reversed Godzilla. Like he's the bad guy, Kong's the good guy. So kind of just want to have a discussion about it. All right, let's get into it. Yeah, this stems from a few things that Godzilla has done, but especially from this last episode of Monarch, season 2, episode 8, Separate Ways, where, well, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. But he attacks Titan X, who is on the beach laying an egg, we come to find out. And Godzilla is called, first of all, Godzilla is getting provoked. Godzilla is getting called to these situations. He really has no idea what's going on. He just shows up. He's, I mean, he's really just basically a predator. And I did make a comment that I wish they didn't make him just like a big dumb predator. I wish they would give him maybe a little bit more smarts, a little bit more discernment. Like when he shows up to a situation, like he's able to recognize what's going on, like recognize that maybe this monster isn't a threat. Maybe this monster is just here, just doing nothing, kind of like Titan X was doing, which is literally just laying on the beach. But I will defend Godzilla in this that Godzilla was coming up. I mean, Titan X has no idea if Godzilla's friendly or not, but she had just laid an egg. She's protecting her egg. She's doing what a mom would do. She's protecting her young. So she was the aggressor, though. I mean, Godzilla was coming. He was roaring, but I mean, Godzilla probably would have attacked anyways. Let's be real. But I mean, Titan X was the aggressor. As soon as he got out of the water, she attacked him. So I'll give him a pass on that one. That she was the aggressor on that. But like I said, I'll give her the pass also that she's the mom protecting her egg. So on that one, I'm not sure. Like I said, they're both not at fault. Like I said, Godzilla was called. He doesn't know what he's getting into. He just sees a Titan, and he's in his mind. He's like, "There's a Titan. I need to kill it," or whatever. That's how he is. But and then Titan X, I did feel sorry for her though when they took the egg. So I did have more sympathy for her in that situation. But more Godzilla specifically, especially since Godzilla versus Kong, that first movie, I really didn't like the way he was portrayed. I mean, his first appearance is he shows up just killing humans, shooting down planes, and then just attacking a facility just out of nowhere. Like he's just a major aggressor. After King of the Monsters, he was more of the hero. I mean, they called him in and he was destroying the monsters that we wanted him to destroy. So but yeah, King of the Monsters, I mean, him attacking King Kong out of nowhere. King Kong is literally, like D-Man said, he's literally being chained up, taken to somewhere he doesn't want to go. He doesn't know where he's going. And Godzilla attacks him out of nowhere, attacks the carriers, attacks the human fleet. He attacks Tiamat in his lair. Like Tiamat has no idea what's going on. Godzilla just shows up, kills Tiamat, takes his powers, becomes a pink Godzilla. Um, I know Scylla was, I can't remember which location they were in, Italy or Egypt or something. Not Egypt, wherever they were. When Scylla showed up, Godzilla showed up, killed Scylla, but Scylla was destroying a city. So but yeah, just all these different situations. I just kind of wanted to sit here and talk about it, just have a discussion about it. But ever since 2014, Godzilla has kind of, like I said, made a turn. Seems like, well, King of the Monsters too. So I'll say, especially since Godzilla versus Kong, they've made Kong the more sympathetic character. He's more on the human side. And then Godzilla is like like I said, the big dumb predator just shows up wreaking havoc, killing whatever he sees. Like I said, I wish they would give him a little bit more like intelligence. Like I said, he would just show up and kind of maybe assess the situation, and if a monster's not a imminent threat, maybe he could just chill about it. If they're not destroying a city, he could just kind of let it go. But that's not in his nature. Ultimately, he is king of the monsters. He's there to dominate and rule. Um, yeah, what other situations? Yeah, normally Godzilla's getting called in to do the dirty work. I mean, Shaw called him in with a device to basically kill the monster. That's what his intentions were. Is Godzilla to show up and kill him with Titan X? But like I said, Titan X is not a bad monster. I mean, all this time TM has been or Titan X has been around. Is she's never attacked human civilization. She's been at peace with humans. Humans have never even noticed her on just that village that was making sacrifices to Tiamat or Titan X, and then Titan X would bring up the fish for them. So besides that, Titan X wasn't doing anything wrong. I'll give Titan X a pass. Titan X seems like a good Titan, and he wasn't even attacking anybody. Titan X has a connection with Kate. I mean, he doesn't attack her. She shows up. They have some kind of connection going on with the waves and the sound and the water and stuff like that. So, like I said, Titan X isn't a bad monster. So, I wish kind of Godzilla would leave Titan X alone. Like I said, when the baby was getting carried off the egg, I felt sorry for her. Yeah, it would have been nice if Godzilla would have saw it, be like, "Oh, that's why you're mad." Okay, but no, that's not Godzilla. That's not Godzilla in this universe. I mean, it doesn't matter how Godzilla is portrayed. I mean, God, Godzilla is my favorite character overall, fiction, nonfiction, sci-fi. Like overall, Godzilla is my favorite character of all time. So whether Godzilla is a bad guy in a movie attacking the humans, like I'm gonna root for Godzilla. If Godzilla is a good guy, I'm gonna root for Godzilla. Like I said, I bought this Team Godzilla shirt when Godzilla versus Kong came out. So I'm Team Godzilla no matter what. But I can also be objective and say if Godzilla's in the wrong sometimes. So, like I said, I just thought this would be a fun discussion, especially since people are making videos over it and talking about it. That is Godzilla. I think Godzilla was being a jerk. Godzilla has been more of a jerk recently. Oh yeah, and another thing that was brought up is, I mean, Kong showing up in the last movie, The New Empire, in Egypt, and then he's just standing there, and then Godzilla rushes him, and Kong's like doing this. He's like, I don't want to fight. Like I'm not here to fight you. And Godzilla just still attacks him and is the aggressor. So yeah, I don't like Godzilla being portrayed like that, being the jerk and being the bad guy. We gotta make Godzilla look like this so Kong can be raised up to this. So we can make Kong more the sympathetic character, which I think he already is a sympathetic character. Like I said, um he's more he's interacted with humans. He's actually like helped humans. And I mean, Godzilla has done that to a point, but I mean, Godzilla's literally like held humans in his hands and not killed them. And they've been on his island and he wasn't attacking them. So, but then again, Godzilla has helped Kong. I mean, after he whooped his butt basically and almost killed him. Um, well, I wouldn't even say that because he attacked Mecha Godzilla and then Kong helped him. So I don't know, man. Godzilla, you're a big jerk, man. Change your ways. Uh, but I mean, like with Godzilla minus zero, I go into it knowing Godzilla is going to be more the bad guy. But then again, Godzilla is just on his island and then he gets attacked by these humans that are shooting at him out of nowhere. So I don't know, man. I would like it to get a discussion going. What do y'all think? Is Godzilla the good guy? Is he the bad guy? Um, like I said, it just depends on the movie. But like I said, the MonsterVerse has more been portraying him as the bad guy, and I'm not really liking it that much. But we'll see how this Supernova movie goes. I have a feeling that Godzilla is going to be more on the good side, especially the way the last movie ended. They all teamed up together, and hopefully they should be on good terms by now. Hopefully they're not going to be just attacking each other out of nowhere. Like I said, hopefully it'll make sense. I think we're gonna have Space Godzilla, which I don't know how they're gonna make that work. We'll see how they. Um, I hope it's good. Like I said, the way the MonsterVerse has been going, it's gotten way more ridiculous, but we'll see how it goes. But I did like this last episode of Legacy of Monsters. I said I'm not really enjoying the new characters. Especially the new ones like May and Kintaro. They could basically be off the show and I wouldn't care. I more care about Lee Shaw, Keiko, and Bill Randa's story. If they would stay in the past, I'd be good with that. I understand you're trying to make it more about the humans. You're trying to make it sympathetic, but the more sympathetic you try to make the humans, the more I'm kind of like turning on them. Like I don't really care. I understand that. Um, what's his name? Hiroshi felt sorry at the end, but my God, that guy was such a bad father. He wasn't there, not present. not good to his kids. So I didn't feel. I said I made a video about it. I felt nothing when he died. I didn't feel any sympathy for him at all. So, but just the kids, I really don't care about that much. Kate is okay. Her having a connection with Titan X is fine, I guess, but that kind of came out of nowhere to me. But yeah, I just kind of want to talk about Godzilla's role, how he's been portrayed lately, and then also just go over the episode really quick. Like I said, I did like the fight. I guess I will give more sympathy to Titan X, but Godzilla did get attacked first. But you already know he was gonna be the aggressor. Um, I mean, he was provoked and he was brought there by Lee Shaw. So yeah, like I said, let me know what y'all think. Y'all want to have a discussion about it? Let me know which side you're on, and let me know what y'all think of Monarch. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.